Tara from the Homestead Transformation, and we're finally able to be outside here in Garden Space 1. And today, we're going to talk about greenhouse building. So let's talk about some of the basic supplies that you're going to need. Now, if you've already done this in the past and you have your frames, we'll get into the supplies that you'll need after. But if you haven't done this before, if you go to the link below, we're going to link into our blog and you can get a complete written description of all the supplies you'll need. But to build your frame, you're going to need two 1x3x8s. It's taken me a few takes to get that out correctly. You're going to take one of them and you're going to cut it into 4s. Those are going to be your legs. And then you're going to use one complete one as your spine. Some of the other supplies that we're going to need, you're going to need some painter's plastic, okay? I picked this up at Ace for $14. It's 250 square feet. In the past, I usually buy it at Walmart. You can get much more plastic at Walmart for about $10.99. It usually comes in two 250 square feet rolls for about $10.99. You're going to need a stapler, staples, duct tape. This is going to be an important tool for you to use. So as you're stapling, even if you get a stronger plastic, which keep in mind, if you're going to pay for a 4mm or thicker plastic, you're going to be paying more per roll. And you don't necessarily need the thicker plastic, okay? But as you're stapling into the board, it tears the plastic. So one of the things that we figured out as we were doing this is that if you do a seam of duct tape, along where you're going to staple and then staple through it, it keeps the plastic from ripping. And of course scissors to cut the plastic to size to fit your greenhouse. Get ready to get started. But before we do that, one of the things that we're really big on here is that everybody helps on the homestead, and you can see that all three of them are over there. And it doesn't matter how big you are or how small you are, everybody has a job. So what they're doing right now as we do this is they're going around Garden Space 1 and they're picking up all the rocks out of the garden and they're just putting them in a bucket for us. And then we're gonna empty the bucket for them and let them start all over again. One of the things every gardener can tell you, it seems like no matter how many times you clear all the rocks out of your garden, it's almost as though they reproduce under the soil like potatoes. You just find more every year. It's crazy. All right, so let's get started with our greenhouses while they're doing that. So as you can see, these three frames here needed to be completely redone. Those three over there, we were able to get by with just a patch job or, you know, a little bit of tape here and there. But these three needed to be completely redone. So we're going to use one of them to show you how to do it. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut your plastic to size. So if you got a 10-foot wide roll of the plastic, it works well. Once you open it up, it'll fit nicely over your frame. So you can actually just take it and you can roll it along the length of your board and cut it to size. Once you've cut it to the size you want to drape it over your frame. Now, the great thing about it being folded this way is that you have these nice lines in the plastic. These lines make it easier for you and your partner to line it up on either side. And you are going to want to do this with a partner, and if you can do it on a day that's not as windy as this, it'll definitely be a lot easier for you to do. Now, as I said, the duct tape is important, okay? So once you get your plastic draped over the way you want, you're going to cover your board, where your boards are, with some duct tape, okay? Now what I've done is I've actually just given these a couple staples on the bottom and on the top to help hold them in place because it is so windy. Alright? And then you're going to take your stapler and you're going to staple it down. The arm, or the legs rather, of your greenhouse, okay? And you and your partner are going to want to make sure that you get the plastic as taut as you can without ripping it. And you're going to staple down the duct tape. The duct tape is important because otherwise the staples rip the plastic very quickly. You're going to do the same thing along the top of it. And the same thing. You're going to staple down the entire row. Okay? Then we're going to move on to the other side. Let's go. I could tell you that you're going to do the same thing on this side, but that would be redundant. So what you're going to do after you staple this side again is you can either choose to fold the plastic so that your ends are closed, or you can cut the excess off and leave them open. From all of us here at the Homestead Transformation, peace, happiness, salvation.